Some would call it swag, some call it an elite wide receivers, and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan of Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Auburn Tigers. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Scarlet Knights will put total leather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To the air, it's Dixon. Bringing the heat. Finds space on the right. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Taking a shot on the first play. Makes the catch on the left. Running free. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Now on second down. Back to throw, it's Dixon. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Recovered by the defense, and is this the gift-giving season? An absolute absolute gift in the end zone, and the defense takes advantage, recovering the fumble for the touchdown.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Oh, turning it on! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. You can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Worley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Looking downfield, it's Dixon. Grabbed behind the line. It's Worley. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. They'll run play action. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Give to the running back. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Making side adjustments here. Try to get it to the edge. Shows him the stiff arm. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got the quick pass. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Handoff to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air. It's Dixon. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback keeper. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's Guzman. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wideout, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
On third down, he drops to throw. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Dixon. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing his tell him where to go with the ball.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They've jumped on top right out of the gate, trying to add to a 17-7 lead. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.